Hello folks, just wanted to give you a quick little update and a shout out for a supplier I found that I think you might want to utilize. So this video will kind of be time sensitive. This is only going to be, I think the stuff that's available is only going to be available for a short time, and if you're interested in it you need to jump on it. So pay attention, we're going to go through this real quick. Had one of my viewers contacted me and was interested in some information about the collet closers on this lathe and some other things. So he was interested in how the collet closer was actually working. He's a volunteer at a tool thrift shop, and I'll give you all the information on that in a minute. But it ended up I purchased a Atlas Carriage Stop, a 6-position Carriage Stop, which I've been looking for. Let me move the camera down here so you've got a little bit better view of that. And for those of you that don't know, this is the 6-position Carriage Stop, and it of course rotates, and it's very similar in operation to the Atlas turret tail stock, the stops on it. So this clamps down tight to the bed. I don't have it yet. And then it rotates through your 6 stops, and whichever one you've got in this position acts as a stop against your carriage. Over here we've got the carriage, and it contacts it right there on that corner. So that acts as your 6-position stop. Anyway, we talked, and they had this and basically a whole lot of other production stuff for the little Atlas lathes. So it ended up what they had is looks to me like a 12-inch Atlas deluxe model. Has the deluxe guards on it and everything from about 1937, 1935 to 1939, 1937 to 39, something like that. And I haven't seen pictures of the complete lathe. I've seen parts of it mainly around the headstock area. And they're a thrift tool store, and they're parting out the production accessories for this lathe, and they're selling the whole lathe. They're back in New York, and their information is it's tool thrift shop, quality tools at low prices, and their website is toolthriftshop.org. And this to me looks to be a pretty good little organization. They've got a website up. I think maybe it could use to be a little more information on it that's there, but that's something that develops. Apparently this is a tool store that's been in business for quite some time, and it's a volunteer organization, and the proceeds go to help senior citizens stay in their homes, apparently, is the way I understand it. I don't know a whole lot about the organization, but it looks to be a worthwhile cause. So anyway, they've got this lathe, and they're selling the lathe, and it looks like they're selling the accessories separately from it. And they had a collet closer, and I think all of these, after seeing the pictures and discussing it with them, I think the collet closer and the production accessories were added afterwards. It wasn't, something that was originally to this lathe. I think the previous owner had, or sometime in its history, had added these products to turn it into a production lathe. So, if you jump on it fast enough and are interested, you can probably buy the whole assembly, minus the 6-position turret stop, of course, but you can probably buy the same assembly. I don't know what price they've got on it. Otherwise, they're planning on, I know, the beginning of next week, I think, and this is as of the 13th of September in 2018. Why I know next week he said they were listing everything on Craigslist, or listing the production accessories. And they had the collet closer, of course. They've got a production cross slide. They have a 6-position turret tail stock for it. The cross slide has a production hand lever like I've put on mine, and it looks to be relatively complete from talking to him and finding out, a little bit of information about it. So the prices were really reasonable. They're a portion of what you'd pay on eBay, so if you can make a deal on some of this stuff, don't beat these guys up. It goes to a good cause, and they've treated me real well. I think it's worth looking at if you're looking for these accessories. So give them a call, get on their website. They're back in Fairfort Village Landing in New York. I've got no affiliation with them other than they've done real well for me. I've been real happy with my dealings with them so far, and I think they're worth a look. So anyway, hopefully this will give you a little information of something you're interested in, and give them a call if you are. I've got lots of projects going on in the shop. This little Atlas, I've got to get the pan off and get it welded up and get the drain in it. I'm still working on the cabinet, and the stand for it's done other than to be painted. I'm going to weld a couple of accessory hangers on it and things like that, and set up a few more things, but I need to get that portion of it done and get it set the way I want it. Even if it's not complete, I'm not going to get the electrical switch moved over here yet. There's some changes I want to make, and there's going to be some changes along the way, but I do have a project coming up where I've decided I want to use this little lathe, so we're going to see it in operation here directly. It is up and functional, although it's not complete, and it probably never will be complete. There's always going to be pieces being built, tooling for it, things like that. So anyway, if you find these interesting, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you hit the bell notification, you'll know when I put out a new video. And comments or suggestions, or how you come out with buying stuff or dealing with toolthriftshop.org, leave them in the comment section for me below and let me know. I'm interested to see what long-term this is gonna work into for these guys. Like I say, the gentleman that contacted me as a viewer and was interested in some information, and we were able to do some business. So give them a check, let me know how you do with them, and thanks for taking the time to watch.